Hello and welcome back to Tits, Tums and All Things Mum. This is your last chance to get tickets for Tits on Tour, which is happening next week. You can head to the Southfield Park website or click the link in my bio on Instagram at Tits, Tums and All Things Mum. They're £35 a ticket. There is a hotel nearby, so if you want to have a mum's night out, bring your friends. It's going to be epic. There's loads of prizes, lots of surprises. It's going to be a lot of fun. So today's episode, I've got the lovely Sharon with me today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Okay.
I am going to add a little bit of a trigger warning to the beginning of this episode because we are going to be talking about your cancer diagnosis and that might be triggering for some people. And thank you so much for coming on and openly sharing about what happened with you.
Okay.
Could you start by telling us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Sharon. I've got two children, Annabelle and Elijah. And yeah, life was just pretty normal, just being a mum and, you know, just sort of just coasting through life. And then, yeah, in 2021, I was diagnosed with cancer and everything changed.
Yeah, bless you. How old were your kids when you were diagnosed?
So it was 4 years ago. So Annabelle was 10, and Elijah was, I have to do maths, 5.
Oh, bless
So
you.
yeah, very young.
Yeah.
He still doesn't know because he's not emotionally ready to know.
Yeah.
And then I told Annabelle last year, but yeah, they didn't know.
They didn't know that you were going through it at all. Wow. How did you manage to hide that?
I just told them that I was just having like eye surgery. I was just having like stuff done in my, because I had it in my eye.
Yeah.
So I just said to them, Mummy's just having things done to her eye.
Yeah.
And so they knew something was up.
Yeah.
But they just didn't know that it was cancer.
Oh, bless you. So if you don't mind, can you take us back to the moment that you got your diagnosis? Because getting a cancer diagnosis is hard, whatever your situation is. But when you're a mum, you have little people to think about in that as well. So what was it like getting that diagnosis?
It was just, I remember just sort of like just thinking like, I can't, like I'm too young. Like I've got children, like it shouldn't be happening like to someone who's 36.
Yeah.
And it was never, I never even realised that that was what they were going to end up saying.
Yeah.
It was like complete shock. I didn't have any symptoms. There wasn't anything.
Oh, really?
And it was just a case of, I think after the initial shock, my first then thought was, am I going to see my children get married? Am I going to die? Like, am I leaving my children?
Yeah.
And then I just remember like that evening, they'd gone to bed and I just remember looking at them in bed and I was like, I'm not leaving you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so stubborn. And I was just like, that's not going to happen. And they would just, throughout it, they've just always been my strength.
Yeah, that's amazing because that's literally like probably most mums' biggest fears is leaving your kids behind.
Yeah.
And obviously you hear the C word and you're like, wow, like I could actually leave my children behind. So how did you feel when you kind of thought that could happen? You could leave them behind?
It was just, it's not something you ever really sort of think is going to happen to you. You know, everyone, you hear about other people getting cancer and you see on TV and
you never think it's going to be you.
Never think it's going to be you. But I mean, they say like 1 in 2 people will have it at some point. And it's just, I think it's just a case of then after you've sort of had that diagnosis, it's like, okay, well, I've got to now deal with it.
Yeah. It's terrifying, isn't it? Because if I think of everyone that I know that's sort of older than, you know, like 50, they've all had cancer. And it's just wild to think that there's still not a cure for it, really. Like you can have it treated, but there's no cure. It's crazy. And you talk quite openly about there not having been a lot of professional emotional support for you. How was that?
So for some reason, and still to this day, I don't know why, I was never offered Macmillan nurse.
Oh, really?
And so, I mean, I had my friends and family support.
Yeah.
But they don't get it.
No.
Unless you've been through cancer, you don't understand the fears and the darkness and the thoughts that you have. And it's really hard to then to speak to other people, because it's such a taboo subject, cancer. People don't want to talk about it, or they don't know how to talk about it.
Yeah.
I remember one friend of mine, she crossed the road because she didn't know. And I remember at the time being really peed off, because I was like, why? Like, I'm still me. I'm still Sharon.
Yeah.
But now, like, when I think of that, I'm like, well, I understand, because maybe she just didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And then it's hard because you don't want their pity. Like, I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
So I found it extremely hard not having that support. I mean, my radiotherapy team, they were like amazing, and they loved Disney, so we all got on really well, and it was like really, like, it was really comforting. But other than that, then it was really, really tricky.
So how did you kind of manage to find your own coping mechanisms for it?
I don't think I did really at the time. I think I went sort of into mum mode and was like, anytime, as soon as like the treatment was over, I'd go home and be like, right, school run, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And I'd just be focusing on them. Yeah. So I think whilst I was going through the actual treatment, I don't think I really did cope.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have chemo, or was it just...
I had radiotherapy.
Okay. Because if you had chemo, it makes you really like unwell as well, doesn't it, on top of that? So then having to parent as well. But I'm guessing, did you struggle with your eyesight and stuff?
So no, I didn't struggle with that. But I had, with radiotherapy, you get this awful fatigue. And a couple of weeks after the radiotherapy had finished, I had all around my eye, it looked like I'd had the worst sunburn. Like my skin was so like red, sore to touch, it was splitting. So that was really hard, because I didn't want to then go out. And I remember it being my son's birthday, and I did not want to go out for dinner, but I was like, it's his birthday, I can't not. And so stuff like that was really hard.
So how was it having to parent whilst still having like the fatigue and all of those symptoms of it?
It's hard. Like, my husband was doing as much as he could do, but I think when you're a mum, you just try to do everything, don't you? So,
like, we're our own worst enemies.
Honestly. That was tricky. And because they didn't know, it's not like I could say to them, well, you know, mummy's treatment is just making her really tired. It's just a case of I just had to crack on.
Oh, bless you. So now, following what you went through, you've created this mentoring space for people that are going through what you went through. What kind of inspired you to do that?
So after I had my treatment, I went back to the job that I had then. I was working in finance, and I call this life like my second chance life. And I was doing my finance job for 6 months, and I was kind of like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not taking the piss. Like, why am I still working for someone else and being stressed? And like, it just made no sense. So then I started my own business in nails, trained in that, done that for 2 years. But then last year I was just like, something's missing. There's still a hole. And I've always felt like I was never a 9 to 5 office girl. Like, that wasn't me. Yeah. And I've always felt like I was put on this earth to do something, to like have a purpose. And so, I just got into mentoring, and then decided I want to help mums who were me 4 years ago. Like, I want to sort of take my experiences and do good with it. Yeah.
And what have you kind of found are the common themes amongst the women that are in your like mentorship? What do they struggle with?
So a lot of it is, at the very beginning, is being misdiagnosed. So many people are misdiagnosed
with something that's not cancer. Oh, okay.
I was misdiagnosed. They thought it was allergic reaction.
Oh, wow.
And so that's something that a lot of them do struggle with, because they've already gone through this sort of turbulent time of thinking they've got something, and then it turns out to be cancer. Yeah. And then it's the other side of it. It's sort of trying to go back to life as normal, but you can't, because you're not that person anymore. Yeah. So, but they're then trying to be that person. So it's trying to sort of make them recognize that it's okay. Like, you're not that person now, but you can rebuild your life as the new you. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with.
Oh, bless you. And what's one piece of advice, like obviously join your mentorship program, but what's one piece of advice that you'd give to anyone that's really struggling right now and hasn't really got the professional support and just needs a word of wisdom from someone who's been through it?
I think when you're diagnosed, you instantly think, why me? And I did.
Yeah.
But then I switched it around, and when I did, it kind of made me look at it differently. So instead of thinking why you, think why not me?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you so special that you shouldn't have cancer? Like, there's, cancer doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care if you're male, female. It doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I think when you then sort of turn that around and think, why not me? You're then able to sort of think, right, okay, I know I've got this, so now I'm just got to focus on then beating it.
Yeah.
So I think with cancer, I think it's a lot of mindset.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, they get just so terrified that it then consumes them.
Yeah.
And you've just got to, like, cancer takes so much, you have to take back that power whatever way you can.
Yeah. But it's not widely talked about, is it? Like, you don't see anyone talking about them being diagnosed online, or like the process of actually going through it. So I assume a lot of people just feel like they're alone, despite the fact that 1 in 2 people get cancer. Did you feel alone when you were going through it?
Yeah. And I mean, it's weird now because like I had it 4 years ago and I didn't go anywhere near social media. I stayed away from it. Whereas now, when I see then women coming on and they've just been diagnosed, I'm like, I'm so glad that you guys are on like this cancer community and you are online and you are sharing your stuff, because I didn't.
Yeah.
So I wish I had.
Yeah, definitely. Is there like support groups and stuff on Facebook for people going through it? Or is there not really that?
When I did join a Facebook group when I was diagnosed. So there's a Hodgkin's lymphoma Facebook group, but then I didn't find, sometimes it was good to be on there, but then sometimes someone will post that someone's died and it just, that kind of then sets you back. So social media, it can be good. Yeah. But then obviously, unfortunately some people do pass from it. So you've got to just sort of just be wary of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Well, thank you so much for coming on to talk about it today. For our show and tell, you've got something really lovely to show us as well. Yeah. So let's do our show and tell.
Okay.
Right. So for show and tell, talk us through your tattoo.
So I'm a massive Disney fan.
I saw your Disney bag. I was like, oh, I love it.
I love Disney. And I've always wanted to get a Disney tattoo, but I got this done in the September and my treatment finished in the June. And I remember talking to my oncologist and said, can I get a tattoo? And he said, as long as it's not like around your face. Yeah. Because I really wanted to have my cancer ribbon, because it was like, I didn't know I was going to go into mentoring, but I always knew I wanted a reminder of the cancer, because I didn't want to forget. Yeah. I wanted to remember what I've been through and what's got me to where I am now. Yeah.
Well, it shows how strong you are as well to have gotten through it mentally. So I guess every time you look at it, you can remind yourself that you've got so much strength.
Yeah. So I've got my Disney, I've got my cancer, and then I've got my son's nickname Boo underneath it as well.
Oh, that's so lovely. I love that.
3 things that are very then close to me.
Yeah, and I guess you can add to that something like that as well if you have other things to put on there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really lovely. So how is life for you now that you've got through the cancer and you're helping others? Do you feel like you've kind of gotten over the mental side of the cancer, or does it still affect you daily?
I think sometimes I have struggles because I had radiotherapy in my eye. I now have early signs of cataracts. Oh, okay. So it's like the journey is not done. I'm still going to have to at some point have cataract surgery. So, and there's always, like, I try not to be, what's the word? Brain fog. I try not to be, like, if if I have something, I try not to be sort of scared or think, has it come back, or, you know, is it a different type? But then I'm kind of like, I'm not going to give cancer that control. No. I can't just live in fear. Like, I need to live my life.
Yeah.
And I think because through me helping these other mums and women, it's kind of helping me as well, because I feel like I now have my people, and I now have my purpose, and through helping them, they're in turn helping me as well. Yeah. So we're kind of just
like healing each other.
Yeah. And it's just like the cancer community is such an amazing community. And I think it's amazing because we've all got different cancers. Yeah. And so, you know, some of them are breast, some of them are lung, some of them are just, it's so many different types, but we've all had the same fears. And so we all like resonate with each other. Yeah. So it's really lovely.
Have you had to go through losing anyone in your community yet?
So I was just on holiday and I was like, I'm going to come off social media and have an actual break. Yeah. And then when I came back, I saw 2 people had passed. Aww. And it was just like, I'm not naive. I know that can be the case. Yeah. And there's some people that I've made quite good friends with, and one's incurable and one's terminal, and it's really hard because it's, you know, you don't know what their future's going to be like. Yeah. And that's why we have to talk about cancer, though. That's why we have to spread the awareness and help educate. Yeah. Because otherwise it's just going to continue.
Yeah. And did it give you this like new outlook on life? You know, people say that once they get diagnosed with something like that, they try to live their life to the fullest. Is that kind of where you're at now?
Absolutely. I mean, I think my kids would say that I'm a better mum. Like, I try not to stress over like the little things. Yeah. And like, if my husband will be telling off like when the kids, I'm kind of like, does it need to be told off? Like, you know, pick your battles. Yeah. But I'm also very much like, because I still do nails. So if a client comes and they're sort of like saying, you know, that they don't like their job and stuff, I'm like, well, leave. Yeah. Like, life literally is too short, like, to be unhappy. Yeah. So it definitely.
Oh,
definitely
amazing.
does.
It is a scary thought, isn't it, that we only have one life and we don't know when that life is going to end.
Exactly.
Like, when you think about it like that, it does put everything into perspective, that like, why am I doing this job I don't like?
Exactly.
Why am I putting up with crap from this friend? Why am I, like, so many things it puts into perspective, because you're just like, you never know. No. And I think I have that as an ICU nurse, because I see people with cancer coming in and after they've caught a nasty pneumonia or something. And it just puts everything into a new perspective and makes you live life very differently. Yeah. So, yeah. Is it hard to kind of get that across to people in your community who are currently going through it? Yeah. Because I can imagine there's such a balance between the two.
Because they're not thinking of the future. They're just thinking of the now. Yeah. And like, I was actually messaging someone last night and she'd just been diagnosed and she's about to give birth and she's just found out she's got cancer. Oh. And it's really hard, because I said to her, just try and focus on then, like, just, you know, having a baby for now and, like, you know, try not to worry. But like, it's hard because I know that's the only thing now that's going to be on her mind. Yeah.
That happens quite often, doesn't it? That pregnant mums find a cancer. Because I remember when I was pregnant with my son during COVID, I was in the waiting room on my own because you weren't allowed husbands at the time. Yeah. And there was another woman next to me and she was kicking off because she was like, I've just found out I've got cancer and I've been basically told it's my life or my baby's life and you won't even let me have my husband here. And I just wanted to cry with her because I was like, she's going through the worst time and because of this virus, you won't let her have her husband. Yeah. But it's picked up quite often during pregnancy, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I have seen quite a few.
Yeah, it's very scary.
It is.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today and talking about this. We are now going to do spin and spill with the wheel.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so here is our spin and spill wheel. So if you want to give it a big spin and we'll see what you get.
Gosh. Oh, that was rubbish.
Up to you if you want to go with Q&A or spin again.
Oh, Okay, I'll go Q&A because I don't know what you ask.
Let's have a look. So, how do you even begin to deal with a cancer diagnosis when you have kids? I'm just going through the same.
How do you deal with it?
I suppose it depends how old your kids are, isn't it?
Because, I mean, mine were quite young. So I was always very much like, I didn't want to tell my children until after.
Yeah.
Whereas like one of my friends, she had breast cancer. And so she told her children from the start.
Yeah.
So I think it depends as well on the type of cancer you have and then the age.
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose everyone deals with it very differently. Yeah. Like even amongst my friends and I, we're very different in how we parent. Like I'm very open. I talk about death. I talk about everything, like periods, everything that there is very openly. Yeah. So I think if I were to have cancer, I probably would just say it. Whereas some families are a little bit more private and like to keep that kind of stuff a bit more like, you know, when you're talking about death, they prefer to say they've passed on or they've like gone to heaven. So I suppose it's different for everyone, isn't it? And how you want to deal with it.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, yeah, because I've always been very open with cancer.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, it's everywhere. So
I
need to talk about it.
Like you can guarantee most kids have even experienced cancer in an older relative or something at some point anyway.
Exactly.
Because it is literally everywhere. Like,
and that's why I will tell my son, but that's why I wanted to tell my daughter, because I don't want her to associate cancer with death. Yeah. I want her to know that people can survive it.
Yeah. I think that's a difficult thing though, isn't it? Because as soon as you hear the words cancer, you do straight away, you go to death.
Yeah,
but actually, I wonder what the statistics are, like survival to not survival, because you hear of a lot of survivors. Like a lot of people in my family have had it and they're survivors. So.
I remember because I was going through it at COVID time, and I remember I went for like my first COVID jab, and the woman looked at me oddly because she was like, "You're young, like, well, how did you get a COVID?"
Why are you here?
Yeah, and I said, "Oh, I've got cancer," and I told her what cancer, and she said, "Oh, my husband had that." Yeah, and I was like, "What happened?" And she was like, "He's behind you, giving someone else a jab." Oh. So she said, like, but 20 years ago, the medicine wasn't as good as it is now. Yeah, so I think that's definitely help.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess the awareness of it as well. Like people, especially with like breast cancer, there's all the breast cancer campaigns out there to get people to check, and men to check their testicles as well. Like everything, there's lots of campaigns to catch it earlier than they used to. Yeah. And I think people do actually go to the doctors now, whereas before they probably would just leave a lump or like a skin lesion and just think, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. It won't happen to me. Yeah. But there's a lot more awareness out there now, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you mind please telling everybody where we can find your mentorship, so that if there's anyone out there that's going through this, they can find you and get some help?
So the best way to find me is on Instagram, and my name is the Cancer Mum Cheerleader.
Amazing. So next up is Stroll Off Speedway. We're going to head over and do that. How are you feeling about doing that?
Can't wait.
When was the last time you changed a nappy?
My son's 9, so 9 years ago. I actually got away. I've got a 4-year-old niece, and I actually got away with never changing her nappy.
God, that's so lucky.
I know.
I think there's definitely people that have done Stroller Speedway that have had kids longer ago than 9 years. So I reckon you'll be great.
We'll see.
Let's head over. So here we are at Stroller Speedway. How are you feeling?
A bit nervous because it's been a while since I've done a nappy.
I reckon you'll be all right. I reckon you've only got to get better than 2 minutes and 7 to not be at the bottom, so you'll be all right. And beat 58 if you want to be at the top. How competitive are you?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to get that.
You did very well. So the situation is she's done a poo whilst in the pushchair. You're going to take her out. You're going to clean her bum as clean as you'd like your own child. Pop the new nappy on. Slalom that way. Touch my shoulder. Okay. I make it sound so easy, don't I?
Yeah.
I've never done this, so I don't actually know how hard it is. I know. I don't know how hard it is, but yeah. So I'll give you a countdown to go, and then we'll get going. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Straight out there. And she's leaked a little bit.
Lovely jubbly.
Standard mum life.
All in the cracks.
All in the cracks there. I need to get my audience to submit new poop medium ideas, because we've tried Nutella, we've tried peanut butter. Everything is so sticky and gross.
This is literally just spreading.
Which I suppose is reality.
But the more I wipe, the more it spreads.
I know. But actually, I don't remember their poo being that sticky. It was more like
I think it depends on what they've eaten though as well.
That breastfed baby poo though, oh my God, that is the worst. That seedy, chunky, gross. What?
It's literally gone all up the back.
Lovely. How lovely for baby Annabelle. She's still smiling though. Look at her.
She is.
Happiest baby ever.
I mean, she's not blinking.
No, it's slightly worrying. I mean, the amount of times her head's been whacked on the floor, she's probably got a head injury at this point.
Yeah.
You're at a minute.
Oh gosh.
You're doing
Lay
great.
down.
Put your leg down, damn it.
Oh no, I've done this the wrong way round.
Oh, don't worry.
Nappy's back to front.
I'm sure it will still do the trick.
Doing a bit of a wedgie.
That's all right.
Right, get in.
There we go. In she goes.
Oh, leg.
They're going to do the slalom. Okay, where do you think you are?
Okay, so you said I reckon, around this area.
You've done a bit better. You're at 1 minute 30.
Ooh. Ooh.
So you are up here with Kate from Secrets of the School Run. There you go.
Lovely.
Love it. You did well. How'd you feel?
Knackered.
You need to go for a nap now. All right, let's head back over. So, how was that?
That was fun. I think I've still got peanut butter underneath my nails, but it was
I somehow even have peanut butter on me, and I didn't even do anything. So I know it just gets absolutely everywhere. But you did well. You're not bottom of the leaderboard.
I know. Thank God.
You're about halfway-ish, so I reckon that's okay. It's good. I'm still really happy for George that he's a man and he's the top of the leaderboard.
I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Great. It's great, bless him. And bless Emily at the very bottom. She's coming back in a couple of weeks to try and get further up the leaderboard. Yeah, she's been there the whole time, bless her.
Oh.
But thank you so much for coming on today. It's really lovely that you're able to be so honest about this, to help others out there that are going through the same. So I really appreciate it. Could you let us know one more time where we can find you online?
So I am on Instagram, and my name is the Cancer Mum Cheerleader.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you to everyone for watching and listening at home. Please do head to Tits, Tums and All Things Mum. Click the link in the bio to get your Tits on Tour tickets. That was a mouthful. Tits on Tour tickets.
Try saying that 5 times.
I know, or when you're drunk. It's going to be an amazing night out. All of the stuff has started arriving. I was wandering around South Hill Park the other day with giant inflatable boobs, and everyone was like, what the hell is she doing? There was this old man that was watching me skip up and down the path with them, and he gave me a round of applause. And I
love that.
I bet he's wondering, why the hell has this girl got giant inflatable tits and just wandering around? But now soon it will all be clear why the tits were there. So do come and join us. It's going to be a great night out. And thank you for watching and listening. Please do download, subscribe, like, comment, all the things, and I'll see you soon.